A 360-pound rugby player and profit margin. This is Ken Boyd. So, what does it take for a 6'8", 360-pound rugby player from Australia to start in the Super Bowl? Well, it takes a huge effort. The Wall Street Journal explained how Jordan Mailata made the switch from one sport to another, and it's a radical change, and it's similar to the radical change in the variety of products and services you sell, because the cost you incur to purchase inventory can be radically different, and so can the sale price and the profits of each product. And we'll talk about more on costs and profits in a minute. Give blood play rugby is a popular phrase in the rugby community. You may see bumper stickers with that phrase. And I was a mediocre rugby player senior year of high school, one semester of college. I liked the game. And while it may look like kill the man with the ball to a novice, it's actually a great game with a lot of skill involved. And Jordan Mailata is now a starter for the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2023 Super Bowl with a huge contract. And here's a quote from the Journal. He's in his fifth full season, and his rapid development earned him a 4-year, $64 million contract extension with the Eagles. Now, rugby and American football require very different skills. When well played, rugby is a game the ball moves constantly. Unless the ball goes out of bounds, the game keeps moving, and the field is big, 60 meters long and 120 meters long and 60 meters wide. How much do the rugby players run? Well, according to this source, rugby players spend 70% of the match standing or walking, 25% jogging, and 5% sprinting. And over the course of a match, players average 150 changes of pace. That's a lot of starting and stopping in a span of 80 minutes. However, front row players, the biggest athletes, may run only half the distance that the smaller, faster players run. But we can't forget about scrums. And I have a quote from Wikipedia here. A scrum is a means of restarting play. It involves up to 8 players for each team, known as the pack or forward pack, binding together in 3 rows and interlocking with 3 opposing teams' front row. At this point, the ball is fed into a gap between the 2 packs, and they both compete and push over each other to win possession. I've got a link to a video that you can find if you look at this on my Substack. And Jordan Mailata would be the perfect guy to push your pile over the team, given his size and strength. So rugby is a game of run, stop and push, and run some more if you're part of the pack, the bigger guys. American football skills are different. In America, there's far less running. A wide receiver, quarterback, or tight end runs about 1.125 miles a game, and linemen and others run much less. Football is a game of quick bursts of effort. The average game has 154 plays. The offense that Jordan Mailata plays for may do 60 or 70 of those plays in total. If you ran all the game plays together without stopping, there's only about 18 minutes of action, and the Super Bowl will probably last, with commercials and the halftime, over 3 hours. So Mailata's move from a constant action of a rugby field to 60 to 70 quick bursts of effort in a football game is pretty amazing to get to the highest level in the football profession. So let's switch gears and think about the products and services you sell. Just how different are those costs you incur and the profits you generate? It's a simple formula that every business owner should compare the profitability of products by using profit margin, which is net income divided by sales. Profit margin tells you the profit you make on each dollar sold, regardless of the sale price of a product. In other words, profit margin is a tool to help you make an apples-to-apples comparison between 2 products, regardless of their prices. The formula is particularly useful for companies that sell dozens or even hundreds of products. Let's assume, for example, a hardware store sells and earns a 15% profit on a $5 hammer and a 10% profit on a $250 lawnmower. While the lawnmower brings in more revenue, $250, the mowers produce less profit per dollar sold, 10% versus 5%. So what's the trick to managing hardware store profits? You have to consider both the revenue and the costs from selling hundreds of products. The store can't make a living just selling $5 hammers. It just doesn't generate enough revenue to pay the bills. The company has to sell a variety of products to meet customer demand while also generating a reasonable level of store profit, and that's not easy. The profits in your business can vary widely in price and profitability, so you could use the profit margin to adjust the sales mix of products you sell so you can increase your total company profit. And for more great information on accounting and finance, great content, you can go to my Substack. The address is here at the top, accountingaccidentallysubstack.com. You can read for free or subscribe. Thanks.